Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys, so free picks. We ended up going 2-0 yesterday. That brings us to 8-2 over our last 4 days. So rocking and rolling. Masterclass. We got it. 9 straight winning days. 9 winning days in a row in Masterclass. Going for 10 today. Fingers crossed. Number of plays today, not the busiest day ever, but a fair amount of volume. Couple things to go through quickly. So a few people asking me, because we're at nine straight winning days. What's your longest streak you've ever had? Well, August 2017, I got to 22 straight winning days, which I will say I would bet a lot of money that I'll never get there again, ever. So many things had to go right. There was so many times where I was done. I was down to like maybe a couple % chance to win a day, and like streak is over and something crazy would happen. I mean, most of this was baseball. Like I've talked about that run I had in many of my videos. Like literally as soon as the month was over, I'm like, I ran out and I bought a new M6 convertible. It was insane. It was really, really crazy. And I believe, I love, you know what, I am going to go back and check and I'll confirm that, because maybe you guys want to hear, day by day. I doubt it. But anyways, I'm pretty sure for the entire month, I think I lost 3 or 4 days for the entire month, maybe 5 at most, which, crazy. But anyways, I've had a few times where I've been up into the 2-week range, 14 games or 14 days, 15 days. And that's rare as well. It's hard to do. It's very hard to do. And that was years and years ago. So yeah, good run. We're going for 10 today. See if we can get there. As well, more importantly, just like the amount of days you win, unit size. We have our best week of the year. Okay. Best week of the year, up 27 units in 1 week. Our previous best, we did win 25 units back on June 14th to June 20th. So we bested that by a couple units. So it's not just winning days, it's the amount of units we're being won here. So that is great. All right, guys. So today, again, maybe a little bit disappointing for everyone. I know people come here and they're excited. Baseball playoffs are here, right? Baseball playoffs are here. Very exciting. And I'm going to have to take a step back from this one, and I don't have anything. And again, I spent even more time, like you guys wonder why the videos are late last couple days. I spent more time on these 2 bloody games to come up with like really nothing in terms of picks. Well, I shouldn't say. I had a player prop yesterday. Or not a player prop. I had a team prop under 4.5 on the Yankees. We got that done. So we did win that. That was my only play on that game yesterday. However, I did say, slight lean towards Boston. I just felt the Yankees team total was the best play, best value, and hey, it won. So nothing wrong with that. So I have hockey for you guys. I have a half unit basketball play in free picks. I have a couple CFL plays, so Canadian Football League. I have hockey and I have a basketball game as well. I will go through and I'm going to talk a little bit about the baseball game here for you guys. So look, in my personal opinion, I really don't believe that there's any clear-cut value on either side. Okay. Contrarian play. Contrarian would be St. Louis. Okay. By quite a wide margin. Money distribution and steam, slight edge towards the Dodgers, okay? Pitching, it's a no-brainer which side the edge is on here. And I mean, look, Wainwright's got a whip of like 1.02, 1.03, and Scherzer still blows him out of the water. Like, unbelievable pitching performances here by Max Scherzer. But we got to look at a couple things here, okay? Number one, Scherzer, who's going to show up, okay? His last 2 outings, he's given up 5 runs. Now, did those games mean anything? Not really. But is that a sign of a greater issue? Is that a mental concern? With Max Scherzer, there are some mental issues, to say the least. The 5 previous games to giving up those back-to-back 5 runs, he didn't give up a single run. And the game before that, he gave up 1. So that's like 1 run in 6 games that he gave up prior to giving up back-to-back 5-run outings. Now on the flip side of the ball here, guys, you say, okay, well, why do we like St. Louis? Well, I mean, they're coming into the playoffs, one of the hottest teams in baseball. They just came off a 16 or 17 game winning streak. I think 16. I think they ended at 17. Winning streak. Okay, I mean, that's absolutely crazy. Now, there is a period of coming back to real life after you lose a streak like that, where you will, probably lose a couple games, which they did, but they're a hot team. Now on the flip side, the Dodgers come in and having won 7 straight. Here's my apprehension, okay? There's enough steam on the Dodgers in this game from pretty good books and good money distribution that it's going to scare me away from taking St. Louis. I'm not going to take St. Louis on the run line, the plus 1.5. I'm not going to do it because St. Louis in every matchup this year has either beat them or they've been blown out by the Dodgers. There hasn't been a whole lot of close games that the Dodgers have edged out. Not to say that they won't in this game. So, I don't know. It's tough, to be honest with you. I have a system. I have one system on St. Louis. It wins 52% of the time. It's a playoff dog system. It is a 12.3% ROI. Just really don't want to go up against Scherzer in this spot. Now, Dodgers, okay, look, you got, you mentioned it, better steam, better money distribution, not contrarian, but better money distribution. So why not back the Dodgers? Well, look, I've been pretty vocal about what I think about this Dodgers team. And yes, I know they battled through some injuries and stuff this year. But the Dodgers have really, really, really underperformed against teams above 500. And this is the reason why I think that they will not win the World Series. I know they're favored to win the World Series, but there's no way you could ever get me to bet the Dodgers to win the World Series. I don't think they're going to do it. They beat the hell out of teams below 500. They smashed them. And we made a lot of money doing that with them this year. But very careful against teams above 500. Now we're in the playoffs. They're not going to face any more below 500 teams. So this is one game, guys. And look, the end of the day, everyone, you want to pick in the baseball game. But to me, look, this baseball game is the exact same as a preseason hockey game when we bet it. We're just looking for value. And I don't have anything here. So I'm going to lay off the game altogether. I have a fun play, okay? Here's a fun play, an idea. And I'm just going to walk you through from a mathematical standpoint. So full disclaimer, I did not bet this, okay? Everything I give out to you guys, I always bet. I'm telling you right now, I did not bet this. I don't know if I'm going to bet this. And to be honest, I probably won't, because being a fun play, I'd have to put such a tiny, minuscule amount on it that it just wouldn't be worth it. And therefore, I'm probably not going to bet it, okay? But from a mathematical standpoint, here's an interesting play, okay? Adam Wainwright, the pitcher for St. Louis to get a hit. Now you're like, really, against Max Scherzer? Let me walk you through the math here. So Wainwright is not a slouch when it comes to hitting. He's a 193 career batter, okay? So 193 career batter, not great, but for a pitcher, not bad. So we'll call it, he will basically generate a hit about 1.9 times per 10 at bats, okay? So we figure on average he'll get 2 at bats, okay? So that gives him the probability chance of 34.87% chance to get a hit. Now there's some variables we have to factor in. I do not believe there's a 34% chance he's going to get a hit, okay? So if we look at, okay, let's look at this. Okay, so we're at 30, let's call it 35%, okay? We got to discount his walk percentage, although he's never going to be intentionally walked. We know that. And he's not going to be pitched around. Okay. Nor would Scherzer anyways pitch around, really anyone unless he was told to. But let's factor that in and say that's a 3% discount on his hitting just in case he got walked. That brings us down to a 32% chance out of his 2 at bats that he's going to get a hit. Now, right away, facing Max Scherzer, guys, and this is just the best I could come up with, I figured there's an additional 7% decrease, not 7% in total, 7% overall chance less that he's going to get a hit. That decreases down to about a 25% chance he will get a hit in 2 at-bats. Now, you factor in the games where he gets 1 at-bat. Either he gets completely shelled, or Scherzer pitches a no-no through, a number of innings and, they take him out before the 5th inning. That's another discount as well. That's only probably a couple percent, but I'm going to overshoot it. I'm going to overshoot it and say that we'll go another 5% discount on that. That brings us down to about a 20% chance, or a 1 in 5 games. 1 in 5 games where a career 193 batter would get a hit. And I believe I've been fairly generous with those discounts. Like, there's probably a little bit more value. But what that brings us to is a plus 400. Okay, 20%, or 1 in 5, plus 400. Okay, so we're getting plus 600 on Adam Wainwright to get a hit. It's a hokey play. It's a little fun. Is there some value there? Yeah. Could Wainwright get absolutely lit up in the first 2 innings and not even get an at bat? Possibly. Could he face 1 at bat? Absolutely. In which case, hey, with 1 at bat, it's probably, it's probably still fair odds, to be honest with you, based on his career numbers discounted. Call it about a 15% chance of a hit. If you give him 15% chance of a hit, the line is, should be plus 567. So, hey, there you go. Maybe there's a bit of value there. Maybe I'll do a sprinkle. It's a fun bet, guys. You can't expect it to come in a lot, but that's all I got for you in baseball. All right, let's jump over to hockey here, guys. So before I jump in, like I said, I have 2 football plays, CFL, Canadian Football League plays. I have 2 plays. I have a hockey play, and then I also have a basketball play in Masterclass. If you're interested in Masterclass, guys, bettor.com. It's $99 a month, gets you my full card every single day, plus all the Masterclass educational videos. So hopefully you'll join us as we try to cross 10 straight winning days. You can do that at bettorwins.com, guys. So bettorwins.com. All right. So starting off in hockey, guys, I've been crushing hockey. Needless to say, I've been doing really, really well. A lot of it does have to do with the fact that I do know the lineups prior to what other people or the general public will say. Not other people. There's people that know the lineups before me. But yeah, we've been doing well because we do have a good idea what the lineups are. And again, as I've said before, guys, the top tier guys are the guys that matter to me. Not so much 4th line. Okay. And yesterday, look, we lost a hockey game yesterday. We lost the LA Kings. We had so much value versus the closing line on that Kings game, and the Kings outshot them by 14, 15 shots or something. They just couldn't put the puck in. And that is the danger you run into in NHL, guys, is a hot goalie. Okay, you can run into a hot goalie. Rangers could absolutely light it up tonight. Goalie make 32 saves, and they lose 3-1 or something. It happens. That is hockey, right? But I like the Rangers today, guys. I think there's a ton of value. Night and day between these lineups. You do not see this in regular season. You just don't see it. You guys see the Islanders yesterday? The difference in the lineup? I mean, NHL, nobody's. Okay? And I'm not saying nobody's on the Devils. Okay? Look, these are all professional hockey players. But in an NHL standpoint, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of big names. Similar in the Rangers game today. We're going to take Rangers 1 unit minus 180. And final play, guys. We're going for a half unit play here in basketball. Half unit play. And we are going to go with Golden State minus 3.5. Okay, Golden State minus 3.5 for half a unit. All right. Longer video today. I'm going to wrap it up there. That's it for today. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to check out Masterclass, bettorwins.com. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day, and bye for now.